yummy. It makes our taste buds and our saliva activated when we think about various kinds of food. Yes, if you go all around the world, you can see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of varieties of food. Okay, so today our topic is about the food we eat. So why do we need food? The food we eat helps our body to function better because it gives nutrients, different kinds of nutrients for our body. So our cells, our organs, our tissues, everything can function better, and as a result we'll have more energy to work, more energy to play, more energy to do the things that we are expected to do, like exercises or playing or working. Some people are dancing, some people are doing heavy work, machineries or carrying load. All of their bodies require good nutritious food so that we can do our duties better. Okay, so what are the sources from which we get our food? There are two main sources that human beings get their food from. The first one is plant source and the second one is animal source. Now let's take a detailed look at what are the plant sources and what are the animal sources. So today when you look at this lesson, you will see a lot of pictures coming on the screen which you already know. These are the food sources, but still it will be a good learning for us. So let's take a look at the screen. These are the plant sources. What are the plant sources? You have to guess even before I said it. Yes, vegetables, green leafy vegetables, fruits. Yeah, then the next kind is all the kinds of pulses and grains and cereals. Yes, okay, what are the animal sources? All the meat, eggs, milk, these are the animal sources. Now let's take a look at what do these animal source and plant source food do to our body. They give us nutrients. What are those nutrients? Number one is energy giving foods. The second one is body building food. The third one is immunity building food. Okay, so energy giving food, body building food, then the next one is immunity building food. Let's take a look at each one of them for a while. Energy giving food obviously gives us energy. So what are those kind of foods? One is rice, one is bread, wheat, sugars, honey. All these things give us energy giving food. So it gives us the energy to do our duties. The next one is body building food. So what are the body building food? They are otherwise called as proteins. And proteins, where do we get it from? We get it from eggs, milk, cereals, pulses. Okay, all these things give us proteins which are otherwise called as body building food. Then the next kind is immunity building food. The immunity building food gives us the strength to fight the diseases, any kind of viruses, bacteria. If our immunity system is strong, then we won't fall sick often. So what are those foods? All the fruits, fruit juices. Nowadays, a lot of people eat sprouts. The sprouts give us a lot of minerals and vitamins. And also, there's something called a microgreen. Okay, we will see in the picture that these are, we can grow it at home as well, and they are fresh and they are without any pesticides. They are so good to just consume it just like that. Wheat grass is a big example for that. So these things build our immunity. And immunity building food, one more type is the fiber containing food. So the fiber goes into our body and removes all the toxins also. It gives good excretion of all the waste products from our body. So fiber is also an important part of immunity building foods. Okay, so these are the 3 different kinds of food: for energy giving food, body building food, and immunity building food. Okay, so now let's look at how do we consume it. We consume it in 2 methods: raw or cooked. The moment I say, yes, you all know we eat our fruits raw, and a lot of vegetables, like I said just now, sprouts, microgreens and all, we can eat it raw. They don't need cooking. What are the food that requires cooking? Yes, all the animal foods require good 100% cooking, otherwise it can make us fall sick. And pulses like our dal, like our sambar, and all those things have to be cooked very well. Okay, so the reason that our mothers and our grandmothers are cooking for a long time in the kitchen, sometimes we wonder what are they making. Of course they are making yummy food, but it also requires them to clean and wash and also cook the food for a long time. So it is very good for our body and healthy, because if the food is not cooked properly, we can fall sick, our tummy can get upset, okay, and we can fall sick. So because of that, it has to be cooked well and also of course hygienically. So now you need to have an extra reason to thank your mom and your grandmom or whoever is cooking food in your house. You have to thank them extra because they take a lot of love and care to bring that to you on the table. Okay, so we have looked at the raw and cooked food. Next is, when all do we eat? Simple: morning, afternoon and evening. And you already know what they are called as. The morning food is called breakfast, afternoon food is called lunch, yes, and evening food is called dinner. Now a fact is, these days people eat their dinner quite early. Some countries they even eat at 5:30. Some of them eat at 6:30. Yeah, it is, the earlier you eat, it gives more time for the food to be digested and then you can go to sleep very well. Okay, the last thing is, if you look at the screen, what are the good food habits? Every meal should contain different kinds of food items, which means it should be a balanced food. Second thing, fruits and vegetables should be added as an important part of meal. It's very important because fruit and vegetables both have fiber, like we just discussed, immunity building food. Fruit and vegetables have lot of roughage or fiber content, so it can cleanse our body very well. Next one is, we should eat clean food at home. Yes, thank God for our parents and our grandparents who cook such clean and good food for us. We can eat out occasionally, but only hygienic places. The next one, we should not miss a meal, especially breakfast. Yes, breakfast means you break the fast, right? From the previous night meal till the next day, it's almost about 10 hours, and so you've been almost fasting mode. So you're breaking the fast and having a meal which should be rich in all good food and nutrients, so that it can get you started for the day in like a machine, you know, machine starts running. So in the same way, that breakfast should charge you up. So that is the use of a breakfast. The meal should be well balanced also. Next one, growing children must drink milk. It gives energy and strength to the bones. So now you know why mommies and grandmas and dads and all force you to drink milk. It's important to strengthen your bones. Very important these days, wash your hands before and after eating. Then wash your mouth after meals. Very important because it helps to prevent cavities. The last but not the least, fruits must be washed well before we eat them. It's very important because people say there are a lot of pesticides that are used in growing the fruits, so we must wash them extra well, so it is good for our body. So that brings us to the end of the 5th unit, and I hope you learned a little more about food and their sources, why we eat food, and how do we eat food, and what is a good ideal eating habits.